Yvonne was standing in front of the door, teary-eyed and clad in plain clothes, as she sobbed, "Miss Eves, please, let me see Wilbur." Faye glanced at the couch. Wilbur sighed and nodded. Yvonne ran in at once, falling to her knees in front of Wilbur and sobbing, "Wilbur, I know I've messed up. Will you please forgive me? I made myself clear enough during the wedding." Wilbur sipped his tea calmly. Yvonne wriggled up next to Wilbur, hugged his leg, and sobbed even harder. "Can't you give me one more chance? I was just blinded. I'll change, I promise." Yvonne knew that the Willows were over the second Wilbur revealed his identity. They had humiliated and offended the owner of K Consortium International. Someone of his power had a terrifying influence on the industry. There might not be any companies willing to work with the Willows anymore after this incident. If Wilbur were out to get them, the Willow family would lose everything in the blink of an eye. The Willow family could not afford to have the K Consortium attack them, given how powerful it was. K Consortium was like a huge mountain, whereas the Willow family was merely a lump of soil at its foot. She could not think of any way to defend herself from K Consortium's attack. All she could do was beg for Wilbur's forgiveness so that the Willow family would be able to survive. Wilbur realized what Yvonne was worried about and said calmly, "Whatever happened was all in the past. I won't do anything to Willow Corp. Don't worry." "Really?" Yvonne lifted her head, looking pitiful. Wilbur frowned. "You don't need to act all weak and needy to me. I told you that neither of us should regret this. I won't take revenge on the Willows. You should leave." Yvonne knew that it would be impossible to get Wilbur back in her life. She was happy enough as long as Wilbur did not get back at the Willows. Wiping away her tears, Yvonne said, "Thank you so much. I'm sorry." Yvonne got to her feet, bowing before she left reluctantly. After she was gone, Faye resumed her seat next to Wilbur and whispered, "Yvonne's got some pretty good acting skills." "Yeah, but it's all right. We'll live our own separate lives from now. I don't think I'll see her anymore," Wilbur said calmly. Faye smiled. "I don't know. I have a feeling you might meet each other again." "Did you do something to Willow Corp?" Wilbur looked at Faye. Faye hurried to wave her hands. "No, I didn't. It's just a feeling I have." Wilbur raised his brows and smiled. "All right. Let's not talk about her anymore. Let's talk about something else. What is it?" "I found you a personal assistant. I hope you can teach her well." "A girl?" "Yep." "Who is it?" "Her name's Chelsea Willow." "Chelsea Willow? Yvonne's sister?" "That's right." Faye went silent for some time before finally speaking up. "I'm sure whoever you pick must be pretty good, boss." Wilbur smiled. "Don't overthink things. She was the only person who was nice to me in the Willow family. She's very kind. Guide her well. She might be a future prodigy. Since it's your decision, I'm fine with it." Yvonne beamed as she refilled Wilbur's mug, but seemed to be hiding something behind that smile. Wilbur feigned ignorance and took out his phone to make a call. "Chelsea? Are you there?" A pause later, the phone rang with a voice. "I'm at a hotel. There's something I'd like to discuss with you." There was a long pause, and Wilbur began to frown. "Sure enough," Chelsea said, "Yvonne just called me.